Tonight we explore 5 short horror stories that will leave you uneasy. Let's begin. What if the footsteps behind you were never yours to begin with? A girl walked home alone on a silent street at midnight. She suddenly heard footsteps right behind her, matching every step she took. She turned around, no one. Her heart pounded. She started walking faster. The footsteps followed. Terrified, she sprinted to her door, slammed it shut, and sighed in relief. But then she froze. The footsteps were still inside the house. But sometimes when the scariest things don't hide in the dark, they hide in plain sight, like a mirror that shouldn't smile. What would you do if your reflection smiled back even when you didn't? She stood at the bathroom mirror, exhausted, expressionless, but her reflection grinned wide, too wide. Frozen, she whispered, "Stop it." The reflection's lips peeled back, exposing rows of teeth she didn't have. Panicked, she reached to cover the glass. But the hand that touched hers came from outside the mirror. The last thing she saw was her own face stepping out, still smiling. A reflection can betray you, but what if the building itself is against you? The next story takes us inside an elevator that refuses to stop. What if your elevator kept going, to floors that don't exist? He pressed lobby, but the elevator went past the basement. The numbers flickered. 1, 2, 3. Cold air seeped in and the lights buzzed. His phone had no signal. The elevator stopped at 7. The doors creaked open, revealing a hallway lined with doors, each one whispering his name. Before he could move, unseen hands shoved him inside. The doors slammed shut. The numbers began falling again. Trapped floors are terrifying, but nothing chills the soul like a voice you trust coming from the wrong place. What would you do if your own phone number called you? Late at night, her phone buzzed. Unknown call? No, her own number. Confused, she answered. Silence. Then, faint breathing. She whispered, "Who is this?" The line crackled and her own voice whispered back, "Don't turn around." Heart racing, she froze, but curiosity won. She turned and saw herself standing behind her, phone in hand, smiling. And if a false voice wasn't enough, imagine your own phone betraying you. What would you do if the call came blast from yourself? What if you heard your mom's voice but she wasn't home? She sat alone in her bedroom, scrolling her phone. Then, her mother's voice called from the kitchen, "Sweetie, come here." She froze. Her mom was working the night shift. The voice called again, sharper this time. "Come here, now." Heart pounding, she grabbed her phone and whispered, "Mom, are you home?" Her real mom answered from work. "No, why?" From the kitchen, footsteps started coming up the stairs. These were 5 stories to remind you. Not every shadow, reflection, or voice can be trusted. Which one haunted you the most? Let us know below.